Hey everybody, Andrew Marshall with 24/7 Realty powered by Real. And in today's video, we're out here at Fidelity National Title and we'll be interviewing two people, Tammie Knobloch and Parker Morgan, who work here at Fidelity National Title, and they'll be asking them several different questions for you guys. And so I hope you guys learn a lot in today's video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey everybody, this is Andrew Marshall with 24/7 Realty powered by Real, and today for you guys we have a very special treat. I'm here at Fidelity National Title with Tammie Knobloch, and we're here today to interview her and ask her a couple questions that some of you first-time home buyers might be wondering about. And so just to kind of start off here, if you could just introduce yourself, Tammie, and just kind of tell everybody how long you've been with Fidelity and just a little bit of your background and how long you've lived here in Idaho.
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Tammie Knobloch. I'm a senior escrow officer. I've been with Fidelity for just over 4 years. I've been in Idaho for almost 5 years. I have about 26 years experience in the title and escrow business.
Wow.
I moved from Colorado.
Awesome.
Yeah, did the same thing there. I just don't know what else I would do. I absolutely love this field. It's really cool to be a part of the biggest purchase or sale of your lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, thank you for that. And then just kind of wanted to ask you too, what brought you guys here to Idaho? What do you love about living and working here? And just what are some of the things that you really, really enjoy?
Yeah, you bet. My husband and I, were just ready for a change. We talked for many years that we would eventually move from Colorado to maybe just a little slower pace and less crowded. I know it's getting a little crowded now, but
absolutely, yeah.
We came here just to really enjoy the rest of life and finish raising our daughters. We have 2 teenage daughters. So
awesome.
Yeah, and it was really cool. When we moved here, it really reconnected us as a family, because when you move to a spot where the kids don't have friends and you're new to that area, it reconnects you as a family and you really refocus on what's important. So that's been really cool
awesome.
to do that as a family. We love to recreate, so we camp and ride ATVs, and my husband and youngest daughter like to hunt and we fish.
Awesome.
And, yeah, so
Do you guys have any favorite camping spots that you like in the area or that you recommend?
We kind of go off the grid when we go camping, so it's hard for me to say what is my favorite spot.
So kind of the no-tell-'em spots?
Yeah.
I
There's
understand
a lot of really cool spots, but we're not big on like trying to find an RV resort. We like to sort of go off grid, and I guess they call it boondock camping. We call it dry camping. So,
yeah.
we don't need the hookups and all that stuff. We just go and.
That's kind of the whole part about camping, so I totally understand.
It's kind of the fun of it too, is you just go and see where you end up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
So as far as going back to Fidelity National Title, if you could just kind of tell us a little bit about the history of Fidelity, how it was established, and just kind of the core roots of it.
Sure. Yeah, so Fidelity is the largest title insurance company in the nation.
Wow.
We were established in 1847 in Chicago.
Wow, okay.
Yep. We have, over the years, taken over, I believe, around 60 underwriters.
Jeez Louise.
Yep, multiple underwriters that we can use. We're a direct title insurance company, so that means we're a direct underwriter. Which means Fidelity is an underwriter. We have other underwriters we can use as well.
Okay, so you guys can always branch out if you need to and get help and all that?
Yep, so different underwriters have different rates. All the rates are filed with the Division of Insurance.
Okay.
But sometimes like a refinance might have a better pricing on one underwriter versus another. So we always research that so we can give the best pricing to the customer.
Yeah, so kind of comparing everything to make sure that the customer gets put first and they get the best rate.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got it.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And then just to kind of, question that I always like to ask too is, when us as real estate agents like myself or anybody else who is in the process of helping buyers and sellers, as far as when they're going through this process, I always recommend a good title company to work with. I think that's huge and so essential. And so why do you feel, especially working for the company, that buyers and sellers should, trust you guys and really, allow you guys to serve them as the title company?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's really important to make sure that you start with a title company that has a strong financial background, because you don't want to have a title insurance claim years down the road and then that underwriter or title insurance company is no longer in business.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah, Fidelity is a Fortune 500 company, so we've been around a long time. We've got a pretty big backing, and we're going to be in it for the long haul if there's a claim that comes in.
Yeah.
The other thing to kind of like dial it down on more of like a local scale for us and a more personal scale is to make sure that you're working with a company and an escrow team or title company that you feel like you can trust and rely on. You want to be comfortable going to that company or that individual that's working on your transaction and asking any of the questions, especially the first-time home buyers or even the more seasoned buyers and sellers.
Yeah,
If there's
absolutely.
a question that comes up, you need to be able to reach your escrow officer or their assistant and make sure you get those questions answered. We
Yeah,
don't
so it's
ever
fully
want anybody-
transparent.
Yeah. You don't want anybody leaving the transaction thinking that they didn't know what they just went through.
Yeah, that would not be good. And so kind of leading into that, what should buyers and sellers know, but specifically buyers who are going through this process for the first time? What's your 2 cents? What should they know? What are key things that they should really focus in on?
I think the key things are making sure that you're working with somebody that you can trust and rely on. Somebody that's
absolutely.
a really good communicator. You want to be open with that dialogue. Like I said, if you have questions, you want to make sure you can get those answered.
Yeah,
And
communication is huge here.
The communication is huge, and then working with companies that you know are financially sound and able to back up the transaction.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure that nothing happens and things go as smooth as possible, especially since it's probably the biggest purchase that anyone will ever make.
Yep.
So yeah, that makes complete sense. And then I guess just what is the best advice that you can give any first-time home buyer that you personally maybe have seen, like success story that you could share that has really worked well for first-time home buyers to get them through the process very smoothly and just to make sure that the outcome is, as smooth as it can be?
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice would just be to make sure that you sit down with your real estate team, your real estate agent, and your lender and make sure you understand the process.
Yes.
What does it look like from, I want to go looking at homes, but maybe I'm not pre-qualified yet. So make sure you have all those initial conversations out of the gate to make
makes
sure
sense.
that you're just set up to succeed throughout the transaction and you have the expectations set.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. Thank you so much for sharing that. So yeah, Tammie, thank you so much for answering all that. I really appreciate that. Before we go here, is there anything else that you'd like to share with any first-time home buyers, sellers, seasoned buyers, anything else that you kind of feel is just super pertinent and important?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, first of all.
Our pleasure.
Excited to have this opportunity to go through this interview with you and everybody out there. I think it's just the communication is huge, making sure that you're talking with your agent, your title team, your lender, and it's just, in my opinion, what I get to do is the coolest thing. Like, we get to sit down and go through all of the documents at the end of your transaction. You've gone and looked at properties, you've gone through your numbers, you're under contract, and now you actually get to buy your dream home or your first home that maybe is not your dream home, but it's your first step into that dream home.
Kind of a stepping stone.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're selling a property because now you're going to go travel, and it's just really cool for me to be a part of that experience and the excitement and all of those things.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tammie.
You bet.
And I did want to let you guys know too that I personally have done numerous transactions with Fidelity National Title, and it's always been an awesome experience. Love the people here, love the company and its core values that they stand for. And so Tammie, I kind of also wanted to give you the opportunity to share with everybody out there kind of how they can find out more information about you guys and just where to go to get more resources, because I know you guys have a lot of great resources as well.
We do, yes. You can go to our website, which is FNT Idaho, and we have all kinds of resources on there. We have some YouTube videos as well about the process. We have a great sales and marketing department, and they can get you property profiles and covenants if you're looking at a property that has a homeowners association and you want to do some research. So we have all of those tools at our fingertips. So just reach out to any one of us and we can get you all that information.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.
So yeah, guys, that kind of completes this interview portion here with Tammie. And also we'll be interviewing Parker here as well. He kind of heads up and assists with the marketing and sales here at Fidelity National Title. And so we'll also have a little segment, a little Q&A with him as well. And so yeah, Tammie, thank you so much for this opportunity to interview you and find out more about what you guys do here at Fidelity National Title. And yeah, look forward to doing more transactions with you guys.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, here in front of me I have Parker Morgan. He is a part of the sales and marketing team here at Fidelity National Title. And so Parker, thank you so much for allowing us to interview today. And yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for having us on. I'm really excited to get on the camera and explain what we do. So
yeah, I appreciate it, man. So kind of just to start off things, if you could kind of just introduce yourself, let everybody know how long you've been here in Idaho and how long you've been with Fidelity.
Yeah, so my name is Parker Morgan. I'm a sales rep and sales assistant at Fidelity National Title. I've lived in Idaho for 2 years, came back from Washington, was born in Idaho,
Nice.
Down in southeast Idaho, so I'm familiar with the territory and it's good to be back. So,
awesome. Well, yeah, welcome back, man. And then as far as working here at Fidelity, if you could kind of just walk through, like, I guess, what your essential daily tasks are, what you love about the sales and marketing department, and just kind of how you help buyers and sellers and kind of all those pieces.
Yeah. So the sales department is mainly targeted towards real estate agents and lenders and real estate professionals.
Okay, so more of that side of things as opposed to buyers and sellers?
Yep, so the escrow side mainly works the consumer side of things, making your customers happy as a real estate agent. So completing that. So our job is really just to provide value to a real estate agent and a lender.
Gotcha.
On the back end of things and help them be strategic about their jobs too. So.
Okay. So what tools and resources do you guys typically utilize to kind of help agents who, like myself, who may be in a transaction or just starting a transaction? You know, what kind of resources can we reach out to you guys for?
As far as printing, mailers, those kind of things, we have a lot of resources to recommend and use.
Nice. Okay.
As far as farming goes, we like to be very specific and targeted.
Yeah.
With our farming list. We don't just like to send everyone out to the same neighborhoods. We like to be very specific to what an agent's looking for.
So very strategic and all that?
Yep, that way they have the best close rate.
Nice. So, yeah, that's smart, and I think it's great that you guys do that. It kind of sets you apart. So kind of with that being set apart from all the other, you know, title companies out there, what is the main reason, in your opinion, that agents should come to you guys and utilize your guys' resources as well as keep coming back to you?
You know, as far as the technology side of things, I think Fidelity is really pushing hard to make a real estate agent's job easier, a lender's job easier.
Okay.
Whether that's an app that's in the palm of your hands, you can flip through net sheets, all these other things.
So everything kind of at your fingertips there?
Yeah, so it's pushing for, what's the word, convenience, which is really important in this world. Everyone's got that ADHD brain that wants it now.
Yep.
And so, yeah, just being a part of a company that's moving forward with the world and not staying where it's at.
Yeah. So I love how you guys are always innovating, always pouring resources and, you know, financial background and all of that. And it's the fact that you guys are part of a Fortune 500 company. I don't think you guys are going anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, it's really cool, man.
No, the financial strength plays a big piece of that. It's nice to know that whatever claims are filed are going to be taken care of. It's not an agency that's, who knows if they're going to be around through ups and downs in the market. So
yeah,
good to know that we'll be here for you.
Yeah, especially in these times of uncertainty, it's always nice to know that you guys are not only here, but you're available to kind of help out and just get everybody along the process. And me personally as an agent, I've always appreciated you guys being here for me, and I know other agents probably appreciate that transparency as well as the availability piece of it. I know that personally whenever I've reached out to them, Parker especially has always been available to help me out. So highly recommend him and his team. And so, yeah, thank you, Parker, for allowing us to interview today. Really appreciate your time, man. Is there anything else that anybody should know before you go?
pick Fidelity National Title. That's all it is. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Thank you, man. Well, appreciate it.
Thanks for having
me. And yeah. Alrighty, everybody, that concludes today's interview video where we were here at Fidelity National Title. And I'd like to thank Tammie Knobloch and Parker Morgan once again for their time today. It was a lot of fun interviewing you guys, and I personally learned a lot. And so if you guys did like today's video, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and we'll always try and get back to you as soon as we can with a response. And if you guys did like what you saw today in today's video, please feel free to like and subscribe below, and we always really appreciate it. And so once again, we'll see you guys in the next one.